Hello YouTube, B3 here back with another kicking action figure review. Today's action figure review is from the Ultra Monsters EX series. It is If from Ultraman Max. And this is his fourth form. Normally I don't do character histories. I'm going to do a real quick one on this guy. If was something that came from space in Ultraman Max, and it was like this big orb plume thing. I haven't watched Ultraman Max in like 2 years, so this is a little rusty. But it wasn't doing anything. It wasn't causing any trouble. It was a big object from space, potentially dangerous, and it was in the way. So it was destroyed. Or at least, you know, they tried to destroy it. I think the team was Dash, was the name of the team, I think. Once again, it's been years, and I've watched a few Ultraman series since then. But then it kind of turned into a rock thing, and they were trying to destroy it, and then it turned into another rock thing that was copying the missiles that was sent at it. It was like this big rock monster on all fours, and they're shooting missiles back at the planes. They couldn't defeat it. So Ultraman Max shows up, tries to defeat If with his beam. Seems like he did it at first, and then If turns into this, the fourth form of If. Has the big sword arm. It can shoot attacks much like Ultraman Max is out of there. Defeated Ultraman Max, and then went on an uninterrupted rampage throughout the city. And eventually the monster stopped to rest, and there was a blind girl who was like a music prodigy. She found If and was crying and all upset, like, why are you doing this, why are you doing this? She starts to play her music. If adapts to the music, also starts growing instruments and stuff out of it and starts playing along with the girl. The team shows up and they take the Dash Bird or whatever, put the girl in it, I think, and they fly up to space. The creature falls into space and then just floats through space playing music for the rest of eternity. Sounds kind of cheesy and stupid just describing it, but it was actually a really beautiful episode and one of my favorite episodes of the entire series. And this guy was for 20 bucks on Amazon, free shipping, even though it was coming from Japan and it wasn't a Prime offer. So, but yeah, he was really cool. I got him like a month early, which is also really cool. But he came with his tags attached and stuff, but I'm not really one for having tags attached. Here's the part of the tag that matters. Ultra Monster Series EX. There's If fighting Ultraman Max. Very, very cool. But yeah, the figure himself, pretty cool. Has his flaws, but I dig him. I dig the fig. I dig the fig. First, how about some articulation? We do have a little bit in the head, which I didn't expect. But you can like turn it side to side and stuff, but these kind of press against these, and that's... And he's got forward and back on the arms. He's got a waist swivel and a tail rotation, but that's it. That's all there is. There's nothing in the legs. I expected there to be leg articulation, but not head articulation, and I think that would have worked out better. But, you know, just kind of basic, cheap vinyl articulation. No big deal. Good enough, right? Besides, I can guarantee we're never going to get an Ultra Act of this monster, ever. So, don't even think about it. Now, detail and paint. Detail and paint are really excellent. Bandai does great on their vinyls. If they don't have an articulation, they definitely have in detail. You can see he has lots of remnants of when he was a rock monster all over his body. He's got this rock-like texture with these stone spikes kind of jutting out. This one right here bothers me. It's like sticking out the side, and all the other ones are sticking out back, and it's just way over here. It's kind of weird. Yeah, he's got these big blades. Kind of wish they were painted on the back, but whatever. That doesn't actually bother me, really. In fact, I just kind of noticed it. That's how much it doesn't bother me. But they look good from the front, and that's how I'm going to have them displayed. And he's got a nice red in here. See how it kind of shows onto the gold. And this gold looks really nice. Very cool. Nice, scary looking face. Very clean paint on this guy. Very, very clean. Looking spectacular. Cool detail on the feet. But, yeah, he's really cool. Really, really cool. So, now that we've checked out all that stuff, how about we get into some size comparisons? First off, here's If with some Ultraman. On the left, we have Ultraman Noah from the Ultra Hero series, all new Ultra Hero series. And on the right, we have Ultraman Max from the Ultra Act line, who is the Ultraman that fought against If, once again. As you can see, If is way undersized. Way undersized. Like, first off, way undersized for Noah, because you can't really... Noah has 3 points of articulation. So, yeah. Not really working. And you know, Ultraman Max here, you can kind of articulate, get into fighting poses and stuff, but you're gonna have to articulate him really, really low to even like line up with If. If is too thin, he's too short. If needs to be really tall, like really, really tall. So If is much too short, and that's really a bummer. I was kind of hoping he'd be bigger. Maybe not, you know, like really big, like towering over my Ultraman, but I thought at least he'd be like maybe King Caesar's height or equal to Ultraman's height. I was thinking maybe like equal to Ultraman's height or something. I would have been fine with him just here. But he's small. Really, really a big bummer. Here's If with some monsters from other franchises. First up, King Caesar on the left, as I showed you earlier, from the Godzilla series. Also the Bandai Creations toy line. You can find him at like your Kmart's and Targets and stuff. And obviously, I think he's too small to fight King Caesar. I don't think they look cool together, which is too bad because they both have great detail and stuff. Similar kind of articulation and all, but it's really a bummer actually, you know? And then we also have Gamera, Showa Gamera. That's a Memorial Box repaint. A little better, but still I feel like If is too small. He's just not working size-wise so far. And also I thought I should just show If with some non-Ultraman, but also things from the Ultraman series, like Bogal here on the left from Ultraman Mebius. Really cool, one of my favorite Ultraman shows, one of my favorite Ultra Monsters. And they don't work together either. They just don't work together. It's really sad. But over here on the right, we have Jean 9 from the Ultra 500 series. And that's a much better scaling. I still don't feel like it's good enough, you know what I mean? Because still, his head is above If's head, still. But look how much better that is than that. I mean... So if you're going to want something that sort of scales with If, probably going to have to go with Ultra 500 heroes. Maybe not Ultra 500 monsters. Ultra 500 heroes should work just fine. Maybe not just fine, but it's really the best thing you're going to get cheap vinyl wise. So, all in all, what are my final thoughts on the Ultraman Max If in its 4th form from Bandai Ultra Monster Series EX? Well, he's not a bad figure. He really isn't. He's got great paint, great detail, good enough articulation. It's just... he's so small. I mean, he looks alright with my Jean 9, but he's really just... he's small. Because most of my Ultramen are, you know, the 6-inch Ultra Hero Series or Ultra Act figures. And so are most of my Ultra Monsters. Actually, all my Ultra Monsters are, so far. I'm probably going to get some 500 series Ultra Monsters as well, because they're really cheap. Like $10. I can get free shipping on Amazon. This guy is... he's too small. He's too small. That's his only problem, though, is his size. His only problem. He's got good detail, good paint, good articulation. It's the size. It's the size. But other than that, he's just fine. So I think I'm going to give him 4 out of 5 stars. As he gets a star for having articulation, gets a star for price and entertainment value, star for detail and paint and etc. And he just loses a star for his size. But yeah, that's it, you guys. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Got Facebook, Twitter, we'll follow you back on Twitter. Other YouTube channels like The Slender Happening, which is our horror drama suspense channel. We also got Super Friends Benefit, which is our gaming channel. And B3 Productions, which has like action figure collection updates and stuff on it, which is really awesome. We're gonna be having all kinds of cool stuff on there, like comic book stuff and more original series and etc. Because, you know, now that I'm off school, well, I'm filming this during finals week, but, well, the weekend before finals week. Anyways, I'm off school, I have a lot more time for, you know, filming. So more Slender Happening and all that cool stuff. Also check out the FIGPLA podcast, hosted by myself and fellow YouTuber Cordicon. Check out his channel, all that stuff in the links in the description below. Last review, all kinds of cool stuff. But yeah, that's it, you guys. Once again, rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all later.